AITA for not allowing my 17-year-old to be taken advantage of.
This is a throwaway as my name implies. I know the title makes this sound very open and shut, but there are some key details that might make me the asshole. My F42, 17-year-old, who I will refer to as B here, was recently invited on a vacation to Benidorm with my sister, F38, and her family. I had absolutely no issue with them going. I was rather touched that my sister offered to take them, and just a little upset that my younger daughters, F12 and F9, weren't invited, but I just thought that was down to their age and I'm not expecting my sister to take on 3 of my kids while juggling 3 of her own, even for just a week. A few days ago, I was chatting with a mutual friend of mine and my sister's, and she mentioned something about how kind it was of B to look after my sister's kids while on vacation. I was taken aback as this was the first I'd heard of it. I called my sister and asked if maybe B had offered to keep an eye on them. She told me no, B hadn't offered, and she hadn't asked them to, but she was sure B wouldn't mind babysitting while her and her husband enjoyed themselves. I didn't take this well, and my sister said B can always say no and they'd understand, but here's the thing, B is autistic. They are very susceptible to manipulation, and my sister knows they have a hard time saying no. I told her that if the only reason she invited B was free childcare for her and her husband to bar hop Benidorm, then they won't be going.
I had to break it to B that they can't go to Benidorm, and obviously they were devastated, and my sister and her husband have been calling me all the assholes under the sun, telling as much of the family that will listen that I'm breaking B's heart and they only wanted to take them on a fun vacation and maybe teach them some responsibility as they're going to have a family of their own to take care of someday. My parents and husband are on my side, but my brother thinks I'm being too protective and I need to loosen the reins and let B make the decision for themselves. I've explained the situation to B, and asked them if they'd be happy looking after their cousins on vacation, and B said that they'd prefer to go to have fun, and they've decided they don't want to go anymore, so this is, ultimately, B's decision.
I personally don't think I'm the asshole, but now I'm wondering if my brother and sister are right and I'm just wrapping B up in cotton wool, so Reddit, 8th.
NTA. The fact that they were planning on asking B when they were already on the holiday is manipulative and coercive. B seems happy with the decision, and your sister is just bitter that her horrible little plan didn't work out.
NTA. What a manipulative thing to do, using your teenager as free childcare under the guise of a vacation. You were right to intervene.
NTA. Your sister and her husband, however, are. To know that a child cannot make certain decisions by themselves and to knowingly manipulate them. Some people are just pure evil. A parent's job is to ensure their child is safe and not taken advantage of. I'm proud of you for taking a stand. I hope you take B out for a day of fun. NTA. The fact that a mutual friend told you about your sister's plan means she had planned it. And knew if she told you. Or B. You likely wouldn't have agreed. Emo. NTA. They had no intention of asking B to babysit. It was legit going to be a situation where they show up and go, here are the kids. Here's money for food, we'll be back in a couple hours, have fun, and they'd never get a single second of time alone or to explore or have fun because they'd be babysitting. And they'd keep doing it, promising a fun and amazing vacation only to leave them at the hotel with the kids. They know that was their plan and now they can't do that, hence the flipping out. That didn't ask because they knew it was wrong.
Edit, pronoun fix.
NTA. They were absolutely trying to take advantage of B and they knew it. Trying to teach your child some responsibility is frankly an awful attempt to excuse their poor behavior. They know that B is autistic, has difficulty saying no and can be manipulated. Their very deliberate actions towards B are so gross. Wow. NTA. What a wild manipulation game they played there. With comments like, so we can enjoy ourselves, and, teach responsibility. B was always going to be their free childcare. Anyone who says YTA, especially as B, with fuller information, agrees with you, is nuts. NTA. Your sister was clearly looking for a free babysitter. I'd go very low contact with her if I were you. Absolutely NTA. You are a great parent for watching out for your child. So lucky you found out your sister's plan before they went on holiday. Imagine B's reaction when they would have found out they were the childcare rather than a guest for the holiday. NTA. Would it be fair of your sister to say the trip was based on her babysitting? Definitely. Is it fair to not disclose that fact to your kid? Not at all. NTA. Your kid said they don't want to go babysit. Case closed. Your sister and her husband were intentionally taking advantage of B and doing so in a very sneaky, underhanded way. What if B got stuck watching the children, and then never shared or fully communicated with you what had happened? Your sister could have continued using B as free labor under the guise of altruistic vacations. Anyone who thinks this is okay is not a person I'd want around my family. Good for you putting a stop to it. NTA. NTA. Your sister planned to take advantage of your child. NTA. If your sister wanted to teach B responsibility, the first step would have been being responsible enough to tell both you and B beforehand why they wanted B to come. It's one thing to make clear up front that they wanted a babysitter. It is 100% manipulative to plan to spring that on B once the vacation had started. Even if B was not autistic, it would be hard for a teen to say no to their aunt and uncle while away from their parents in a new place without an escape route. Given that B is autistic, this is even worse. You are protecting your child, but you are not being overprotective. And the proof is that, given all the information, B said they don't want to go. WHO would? Your sister is deflecting her own onus onto you because you ruined her plan for a babysitter on vacation. Don't let her do that to you or B. You're setting a great example for your kid. NTA. God no. You did the right thing. I would have handled that completely different, which would have included some sore knuckles from my sisters' and brothers' faces, respectively. But you put your kid first, that's all that matters. NTA. Good on you for looking out for your kid. Sister was just looking for free childcare. If I were you, I'd keep an eye on her. Go NCLC with her. NTA. Better you get her not to go than her go and be used. Not exactly safe to rely on an underage girl to look after kids in any case. NTA. Get the mutual friend who gave you the heads up a nice bottle of wine or some flowers as a thank you gift. I doubt her letting it slip was an accident. Your sister is a huge awe. You had every right to go mama bear on her. NTA. Your sister and Bill were trying to take advantage of a naive child, and they're trying to make you the awe for telling her the truth? Wow. If your brother is so concerned about people deciding for themselves, does that mean he wants to go babysit 3 small children for a week? Unpaid. Yeah, probably not. Definitely not the awe. Who TF would leave 3 children in the care of another child that has autism in a foreign country? That sounds like a recipe for disaster. And like your sister was trying to abuse your ND child as slave labor, indentured servant. NTA. But your sister is one, and I wouldn't allow her around any of your kids unsupervised.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.